A Journey Through the Dolomites. This story, rich with sensory detail, invites your audience to step into your boots and experience the mountains as the silent hiker does, through the vivid language of touch, sound, smell, and taste. Welcome, listeners, to my world. I am the silent hiker, and today I'll take you with me through the rugged heart of the Italian Dolomites. Though my eyes see nothing, my other senses weave a tapestry of this wild place. Touch, sound, smell, and taste. Beside me pads Shadow, my faithful dog, my guide through this mountain realm. Settle in, breathe deep, and let me carry you along on this journey. It begins at the trailhead. The ground beneath my boots is firm and cool, a patchwork of small stones that shift and crunch with every step. Imagine the sound, like gravel being crushed, sharp and rhythmic, echoing faintly in the open air. My hiking poles tap the earth, a steady tick, 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 probing for dips or rises. Shadow's paws whisper beside me, soft and quick, his warm fur brushing my leg now and then. I pause, reaching down to him. My fingers sink into the softness of his coat, tracing the curve of his ears, feeling the steady thrum of his heartbeat. He's my anchor in this vast unknown. The air hits me next, crisp and sharp, like a blade of cold against my skin. As we climb, it grows cooler, tugging at my hair with playful fingers. I inhale deeply and, oh, the smell. It's pine needles and damp earth, woven with something wild. Hints of moss, a whiff of wildflowers, the ancient breath of the mountains themselves. The breeze hums in my ears, a low, constant murmur, as if the Dolomites are whispering secrets they've held for centuries. Shadow tugs his leash gently. Come on, let's go. And the path steepens. My legs feel the burn as the stones grow jagged underfoot, uneven and rough. Then a new sound creeps in, a faint trickle, like liquid silver threading through the rock. A stream. It grows louder and soon a cool mist kisses my face. I kneel, dipping my hands into the flow. The water's icy grip numbs my fingers instantly, but it's alive, invigorating. I scoop some up, bring it to my lips. Pure, mineral sharp, a taste so clean it's like drinking the mountain itself. We press on, and the forest shifts around us. My hand brushes a tree trunk, tall, slender, its bark rough and grooved, studded with patches of velvety moss. Above, a bird pierces the air with a sharp, melodic trill. It bounces through the trees, a bright thread of sound. I tilt my head, listening, wondering what creature it might be. Shadow whines softly, his nose twitching. Maybe he hears it too. The trees thin, and we step onto a plateau. The wind strengthens here, unimpeded, whistling past my ears in a high wild song. It carries a faint, herbaceous scent. Wild thyme, maybe, or rosemary. I crouch, running my fingers through the low plants. Their leaves are delicate, fragile, and as I press them, a burst of fragrance fills the air. Earthy, familiar, yet untamed. It grounds me, roots me to this place. Then, Shadow freezes. His body tenses through the leash, and a low growl rumbles in his throat. My pulse quickens. "What is it, boy?" I whisper, straining to hear. The wind shifts, and with it comes a new smell. Musky, animal, like damp fur and forest floor. A deer, a fox, something wild watching us. Shadow's growl fades. He nudges me forward. Whatever it was, it slipped away, leaving only its scent on the breeze. The path changes again. Narrower now, sloping sharply on one side. My poles tap cautiously, searching for the edge. Shadow presses close, his warmth steady against my leg, guiding me along this tightrope of stone. My breath rasps loud in my ears, mingling with the distant rush of wind through the peaks. This must be a ridge, a sheer drop lurking nearby. Fear prickles my skin, but I trust Shadow. Step by careful step, we cross, the wind whipping around us like a living thing. At last, the path widens. The sun breaks through, warming my face with a gentle hand. We've reached the summit, or close to it. The air is thin, each breath a gulp of pure, cold life. I stop, pulling a flask from my pack. The tea inside steams as I unscrew the cap, wafting chamomile and mint into the air. I sip slowly, letting the herbal warmth bloom inside me, tasting a faint thread of honey. Shadow flops beside me, panting. I dig out a handful of dried berries from my pocket, small, wrinkled, tart. One bursts on my tongue, juicy and sharp. I offer one to Shadow. He sniffs, then licks it from my hand with a soft slurp. We rest, wrapped in the mountain's chorus. The wind sings through the rocks, a high, eerie melody weaving everywhere and nowhere. Below, a waterfall rumbles faintly, its roar softened by distance. The air smells of sun-warmed stone and distant snow, clean, crisp, infinite. This is my world, alive in every touch, every sound, every scent and taste. I feel the Dolomites in my bones, the roughness of rock, the chill of wind, the purity of water, the steady beat of Shadow's presence. Together we belong here, not as strangers, but as part of the mountain's pulse. And so we journey on, step by step, senses wide open, into the wild heart of the Dolomites. Thank you for walking with me.